Hi everyone, this is Chelsea Pitcher and I am here to read to you a scary bedtime story because it's October and October is the scariest month. I'm going to read you the opening of my young adult thriller, This Lie Will Kill You. So get under the covers and turn on your nightlight and let's get serious. The forest was on fire. Flames licked at the darkness, stripping bark from the trees and turning the leaves to ash. Inside the great, glimmering inferno was a car, the front hood dented and the windows cracked. Inside the car was a boy. They didn't know at the time. The firefighters were just arriving on the scene, and the police were keeping onlookers from getting too close. From their vantage point, they could see only red, ominous light pulsating from the forest. Then, everything went white. Smoke curled over the world, settling into their lungs and forcing their eyes to close. Ash covered whatever it could touch, and soon, outlines formed in the dark woods. That was when they saw the vehicle. Paint flaked away by the heat, leather seats sunken and distorted. They prayed aloud that no one was inside, but deep down, in the marrow of their bones, they must have known they would find someone. Cars didn't drive themselves down long, twisting roads. They didn't slam into trees, flip several times, and explode. Not on their own. But when cars made friends with mortals, they could do all these things and more. They could transform a beautiful forest into a wasteland. They could transform a beautiful face, with moon-pale skin and startling blue eyes, into a candle of wax, dripping and contorting until none of the loveliness remained. People whispered that they would need dental records to identify him. But that would come later. For now, the authorities made their little calculations, focusing on the things they could control. How would they wrench open the door? How would they get the body out? Farther back, in the darkest part of the forest, a girl made calculations too, counting off suspects on a gloved hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Time would reveal everything. Time, and a carefully crafted plan. Until then, the girl would put on a mask and sit like a doll on a shelf, waiting patiently. It was the only way to survive. That smoldering skeleton had once been a boy, and that boy had been loved, held, kissed. Not anymore. The fire had transformed him into a creature of ashes and bone, and the sight made the girl tremble, tears sliding down her cheeks. She needed to be strong. No, she needed to be cold, like an unfeeling doll. Porcelain limbs couldn't tremble, and a heart made of plastic couldn't ache this terribly. It couldn't break. It couldn't bleed. But glass eyes could watch. Everything. And now, as the girl turned away from the wreckage, new images unfolded behind those eyes. There was a beautiful mansion high up on a hill, and a very exclusive guest list. A gloved hand striking a match. And maybe, if everything went exactly as planned, her porcelain limbs would turn back into flesh and her heart would soften to red. But first, there would be fire. Nighty-night.